Hello, welcome to the week that will be for the 3rd of December 2023. So this week is probably going to be quite a big week well, let's just get right into it. The GTA 6 trailer is coming December 5th, Tuesday, so just a couple of days from now. I've already talked about it quite a bit, I don't think there's much more that can be said. I just really can't wait to see it, to be honest. So get the general vibe of the game, how it's going to play maybe, what we can expect. Just get the hype train rolling for probably what's going to be at least like a year or so of updates and gameplay and reveals. And then for it to come out, for us to go, yeah, GTA. And then for people to spend way too much money on it, for them to make $1 bazillion, but yeah. So yeah, that's the first thing that's coming up. And that alone would be enough to make it a pretty damn big week. But then we've also got, just 2 days later, we've got the Game Awards. Again, I think GTA will probably show up in some fashion there, even if it is just repeating the same trailer. Or maybe just like adverts with like snippets of the trailer shown throughout, or something like that. I forgot to quickly say the game I'm playing is Steamworld Build. Carrying on from the same video as yesterday. I think it's a little bit ahead, but yeah. It's a good game. You should play it if you've got Game Pass, it's free on there. If not, it's probably still worth it too. I love Steamworld games. Yeah, back to the Game Awards. So we have some confirmations of what is definitely going to be there. Sega have sent to some people, seemingly mostly fighting game people, like forgotten the name. Oh, it's gone. Anyway, fighting game people. So the presumption is it's going to be a Virtua Fighter game. I've never played Virtua Fighter, so it doesn't really mean anything to me, but given that we've had Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, we've got Tekken coming soon, I think it makes sense to do a Virtua Fighter cash in and all that. And then obviously we've got like Project L and some other fighting games coming up. I'd love to see a new Soul Calibur, but I know that's also Bandai Namco as well as Tekken, so I don't think that's likely anytime soon. If it's not Virtua Fighter for Sega, I don't think it's the right time to announce a new Sonic game. We've just had one. We seem to have them all the time. Unless it is something really new and exciting. I can't remember if I read it or not, but yeah, they said new era, new energy. So maybe, I'm kind of hoping that they're talking about Sega themselves, and they're going to have a few game announcements. They've been talking about making a super game for a long time. I think one of those was supposed to be Hyenas, which has now been completely cancelled. So I'm not really that interested in that. Maybe it'll end up being good, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Sonic. There has been, I think it was a leak from the same video that showed off Sonic Frontiers and Persona 3 Reloaded that had a new Jet Set Radio game. Again, that's another series I've never touched. It looks really cool. Ooh.
Excuse me.
Just gonna skip ahead so we don't have that. Yeah, so I am interested in that because it looks cool, but I've never actually played it yet, so a new game would be great to get me into it. I know they recently made, not they, a completely separate developer made Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which I heard was pretty good, so maybe I'll give that a try sometime soon. Yeah, I don't know what people want from a new Jet Set Radio. I think they just want it back because it's been so long since the last one. So that would be cool if they showed off that. Yeah, something else from Sega. I don't really know what else it could be. Maybe just brand new IP or something. That'd be cool. But we'll see. So as I mentioned yesterday, Xbox have kind of teased that they've got at least some news, whether that is the important announcements that they say, or if it is just more Xbox news. We'll see. I think the biggest thing that is possible to be shown there would be like a Gears 6. But I don't think there's any way they show that Game Awards when they've got their summer showcases to come. So I'm not expecting that. I also don't think it's the right time to show it because we know it's coming. So they don't. The announcement itself isn't very interesting. They just would need to show us gameplay to get us excited. And I don't think the Game Awards is going to stop for 5 minutes just to show us Gears 6. As much as I would like that, I actually really love the Gears games. I've still not finished 5. I do need to go back and do that at some point. But yeah. I don't think we're going to get like a new Banjo or something actually cool like that. But it should, we'll hopefully get a couple updates on some Xbox games. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, there's the new game from the Inscription dev. Again, not played Inscription, so really do need to get around to that. But it'd be cool to see what they're working on. Oh yeah, and then Jeff Keighley, specifically when doing like rehearsals or just seeing like a final trailer or something like that, he said about one that is his favourite, or one of his favourites, that is something new and unexpected. Obviously it being unexpected, no way to comment on it, because as soon as I do it becomes expected and then it can't be that. I'd imagine that isn't like a, it's not like a Half-Life 3 or something like that. I imagine it's more just a smaller indie title that is doing something cool and interesting. Interested to see what it is though. Just on Jeff Keighley, I feel like he usually goes around kind of either hyping up or hyping down. He hasn't done either of that yet. I feel like usually he goes, says, it was a great show last year, this year is a bit quieter. This year he's kind of not said anything. I don't know whether I should take that as he's really confident and he just knows he doesn't need to say anything, knows it's going to be great, or that there's like nothing, so he's just waiting. Yeah, no, that doesn't really make sense. I feel like he'd want to get ahead of that and just say, kind of temper expectations, because I think people's expectations are pretty high. It just feels like there's a lot that could be shown. A lot of things seem to be lining up well, and obviously the year itself for game releases has been really good. So even just like the award side of it is actually kind of interesting. So we'll see on that front. Not confirmed, but that I think are very likely Death Stranding 2. There's been a lot of talk about stuff I've not played yet. I haven't played Death Stranding 1. I am going to get around to that because I really want to play it. I don't know that I'm going to love it, so maybe I won't finish it, but I need to at least give it a try. If nothing else, just for like the talent of voice actors that are in the game. And obviously Hideo Kojima. So yeah, Death Stranding 2, I assume it'll be another weird trailer I won't understand that I guess people will be excited for. Elden Ring DLC, even after the comments saying it's a ways off, I don't think they mean it's years off. I think at most it's like end of next year, so I think a trailer for it now would make sense. Hopefully as well, just to give us an update on roughly when to expect it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is out in, 3 months? Yeah, about 3 months from now. So I'd be surprised if that doesn't get a new trailer. I don't want it to. They've shown off 2 trailers that have shown plenty to get me excited, and I don't want to see it. I just want to play the game now. Next one. The only thing that hasn't been announced that I'm pretty confident will be announced is a Monster Hunter title. Monster Hunter World 2 or whatever they're going to call it. initially we were expecting that to drop by the end of March, because Capcom had promised a like multi-million seller for that point. But since then, Dragon's Dogma 2 has been announced for March 22nd. It seems like that is what they were talking about, which does make me worry that they're over-confident in Dragon's Dogma 2, because I don't know that it's guaranteed to sell a few million straight away. I think it'll get there eventually, but in that first week, which is where, because the financial year ends March 31st, so they've only got a little over a week of Dragon's Dogma 2 sales for that. We'll see. They're definitely not going to release a Monster Hunter World 2 and a Dragon's Dogma in the same time frame. So I assume World 2 will be coming at the end of the year, possibly tying in with a Switch 2 reveal. A Switch 2 release. Which is the only reason that it might not show up at Game Awards, is if maybe they're waiting for the Switch 2 to be announced to say it's coming to PS5, Series X, PC, and Switch 2. We'll see. There has been rumours that GTA 6 is going to be on Switch 2, so if that's the case, they're obviously not waiting for it. Yeah, that would be pretty cool at the Switch 2 reveal if they show a new trailer for GTA 6 there. On the topic of that, I think there is about a 0% chance that we'll see the Switch 2 at this event. It'd be cool. I can't wait to see it, but I would be shocked if maybe they'll finally say it's coming. Like, Doug Bowser will have a segment with Jeff Keighley and just say, yes, there will be a new console next year. I don't think that's really going to harm anything. I know people say about like taking sales away from the holiday season, but I think the kind of person that is going to buy a Switch for Christmas this year isn't the kind of person to worry about Switch 2 coming out. And, you know, it's by that point it'll be, 7th December, so then it's only a couple of weeks until Christmas anyway. But yeah, I definitely don't expect it. I think Nintendo will do their own event for it, either as a direct or like the Switch presentation they did in early next year. I would love it to be January, just because I'm kind of sick of the talk of it. I just want to know what's actually happening with it. They will probably do a direct in February for the Switch 1, even if they're not ready to announce the Switch 2. But yeah, not going to be here. So that's all the things that is likely, things I would like to see, that there's been no kind of hints at, but, well, one of them's been rumoured. Just gonna skip away from this engine sounding person. So, yes, so I really want to see Warner Brothers' Wonder Woman game. It was recently speculated that it was going to be another games as a service model game, but they quite quickly were like, no, it's single player only, don't worry. I thought that there was another leak saying it's going to be co-op, with one of you playing as like some kind of soldier, but maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, so that's coming from, I think, the Shadow of Mordor devs, which I really loved, and it's going to include the Nemesis system again. I just really want to see how that works with Wonder Woman. I don't know. Is it just going to be super powered people like that are randomly generated? And I don't know much about Wonder Woman at all, to be honest. So maybe people that do will understand it a bit better. But it'll be interesting to see. I hope the combat is fun. I hope there's fun traversal, because I think they said it's open world. So I don't want to just be running around. Oh, if you can fly through the sky like in Wonder Woman, what was it, 1984? Not a great movie, but seeing where she's like swinging for the lightning bolts, that was cool. So last year they showed off the first trailer for Judas, the first game from Ken Levine's new studio, and it looks quite Bioshocky, but very interesting and very cool. I don't think they gave a year for that, so it might not be coming out until like 2025 even. But like follow-up trailer just to give us an idea of when it is coming would be nice. And again, show off some actual gameplay so we're not guessing on that for even longer. And speaking of Ken Levine, even though he won't be working on it, Bioshock 4 was announced years ago being made by Cloud Chamber, I think was the developer name. I think they were built specifically to make Bioshock. I've heard rumors it's going to be in, was it the Antarctic? Like some kind of station there. Sounds really interesting. I love Bioshock, so I just want it to be made. Don't know if it'll be out next year, maybe the year after. It should be coming soon though, it's been a long time. Yeah, then the one that has been rumoured is a God of War DLC, or possibly not DLC, possibly like a standalone Miles Morales kind of thing. Although I feel like it's a bit early for it to be a bigger thing like that, but whatever it is, I'm looking forward to it. I've loved the last two God of War games, more of that is good. I don't know if it will... Mild spoilers for God of War Ragnarok here. I don't know if it will carry on the Kratos story or the Atreus side of things, or even is it Thun? Something like that. Thor's daughter, maybe it'll be her. I would love to see more of Angraboda, just because her paint powers that she used that like one time when you're playing as Atreus.
Down here. Smells funny too.
Those paint powers on my OLED TV just looked absolutely phenomenal. I just want to see more of that. Like if you can play as her and use those powers, or maybe she teaches Atreus how to do it or something. That would be amazing, just for the visuals of it. I think it's more likely to be Atreus focused. I think focus on Atreus, what he went off to do, and then in the next game you could maybe start as Atreus and then have Kratos appear. Maybe. We'll see. On the topic of Sony and DLC, if they are going to do some Spider-Man DLC, I think now would be the time to announce it. Again, it might be that they're not going to do DLC and focus on a Miles Morales style game, maybe with Silk or Venom. Or just Miles Morales again? Could they get away with that? Just do Miles Morales 2? Maybe. But I just want more of that game. It's so fun, I don't want to have to wait years. On this topic of Spider-Man and Insomniac, a Wolverine trailer would be incredible. Again, don't think it's likely at all, but just seeing how that is going to play, what it looks like, whether it is this like, I think it is rumoured to be M-rated and much more like darker themed. So one that said it was going to like feature Madripoor. I don't think it's going to just be set there, but that was going to be like a hub or something. That sounds interesting. Yeah, even if they just like show us a CGI render of what Wolverine's going to look like in the game. So I hope we get a lot of costumes for him. That'll be fun. Anything else I really want? I'm not expecting Nintendo to show anything. Oh, if Nintendo do show anything, I can see it being either the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker Shadow Drop, like port HD stuff, or Metro Prime 2 and 3. At this point, I would guess more likely to be Metro Prime 2 and or 3. Just because I feel like they might be saving the Zelda ports to have something Zelda for the first year of Switch 2. Just noticed in the game I've missed a spot there. That's annoying. But yeah, that's the only thing I can see Nintendo maybe announcing. Pikmin 4 DLC, actually, that's possible. Feels like it's definitely coming, but I also feel like they would have announced it in the last Direct if it was. I give that like a 60% chance of happening. The one game thing that I definitely want to see and should be there, and if it's not there, then what is the point? Is a live performance from Poets of the Force / Old Gods of Asgard doing Herald of Darkness with David Harewood, Sam Lake, and Ilka Billy dancing on stage to it. That would make the whole show entirely worth it, even if everything else is boring. That just really needs to happen. I can't think of any other games. To be honest, I'm expecting next year to be quite a quiet release for games, and I'm really looking forward to that. Because this year I really struggled to keep on top of all of the game releases, so next year I'd like to be able to just take it slow, do my own thing, play old games, replay games I want to replay. I've been waiting for ages to go back and finish getting all the trophies, like the extra trophies beyond the platinum in Ghost of Tsushima with the Legends and the DLC and everything. So yeah, I just hope that next year is a bit quieter compared to this year. The start of next year is definitely busy, but it seems busy specifically with JRPGs. And I like JRPGs, but I haven't played too many of them. So the only one that I'm really looking forward to is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think I'll be able to skip all the others. I mean, if it is a quieter year, maybe I'll end up playing, like... I think I'm more like play Persona 5 than 3 Reloaded, just because I really like the style of 5. Yeah. Oh, actually, that's another one that will probably show up here. The Prince of Persia Lost Crown, I think it's called. They'll probably do a new trailer for that, given it will be out in, 4 or 5 weeks after the Game Awards. So we'll probably see that. And on the topic of Ubisoft, the final thing to talk about this week is that in the week coming, we've got Avatar Frontiers of Pandora releasing December 7th. That's the Far Cry-looking game set in the James Cameron's Avatar world, not the anime Avatar, unfortunately. Yeah, there's basically a Far Cry game, but very pretty looking with all the kind of visuals you would expect to see from an Avatar game. I'm guessing we'll get reviews maybe tomorrow. It'd be really unfortunate if they drop it on Tuesday when everyone's just going to be talking about GTA. Oof. But to be honest, I'm not expecting it to be super amazing. I'm expecting 7s, 8s out of 10s. I would like to play it someday, but I'm not interested in playing it right now. They've actually chosen now to release Far Cry 6 on Game Pass, so I'm probably more likely to play that than I am Avatar. But I hope it's good. I know that Avatar fans are waiting for it, and it does look fun, but yeah, I'm just not expecting it to be anything super impressive. But it'd be interesting to see what the reviews are like. So yeah, that about does it. Big week with GTA and Game Awards. But yeah, so hopefully they'll all be fun. And we can talk about what happens next week. Thank you for watching.